Hello and welcome to Citygate Kids Church online service. I'm so glad that you could join us here today. If this is your first time, I'm going to give you a big fist bump. Do you know what a fist bump is? Fist bump is when you do this. All right, you ready? Wait. Take a step back. Take a step back because I don't want you to go punching your TV. All right, I'm going to give you a fist bump if it is your first time, just your first time tuning in. You ready? 1, 2, 3. And now to everybody else, if you're coming back, if you've seen us before, if you attend to Citygate Kids Church, wherever you're in Ignite, which is the primary years, wherever you're in Explore, you're the preschoolers, or wherever you're in Creche, the babies. Babies, you can stand up and maybe do a headstand. If you're a baby, do a headstand. Yeah, headstands are fun. So, right now, I'm gonna give high 10 to everybody. Here we go, my famous high 10. Are you ready? Everyone else, are you ready? Here we go, big high 10, big high 10. Here we go, here we go, here we go. That was so good. So today, I'm so excited to tell you that we're starting a new series and it's called Blast Off. What do you think it could be about? Blast Off. What could it be about? Blast. Could be about cars? No, blast. I don't know. We'll find out later. But we're starting a new series called Blast Off. So what I want you to do is I want you to remember it. And one way of remembering that would be to say it together, I think. So we're gonna say it together nice and loud, okay? But as we're saying it, I want you to go down to your knees a little bit, have both of your hands like this. We're gonna jump up and then we're gonna try and touch the ceiling, okay? If you've got a really high ceiling, then I hope you can touch it. You reach for it as high as you can. Okay, here we go. You ready? We're gonna say blast off, like on top of your voice. Okay, like a really high pitched voice, like blast off. Okay, I'm gonna count to 3, and then we're gonna jump up as well. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Blast off! Oh, that was fun. That was really fun. Now I feel a little bit dizzy from too much jumping. Okay. Oh, well, this week has been really fun for me. It's been really fun. I went to a supermarket the other day and then there was loads of empty shelves. There was no food, but because there was no more food, I walked into one of the aisles and I saw a teleporter. Can you believe it? They had a teleporter because no one wanted to buy it. They just wanted, you can't eat teleporter. So I went and bought it for £5. It was on sale. Do you want to see my teleporter? I said, do you want to see my teleporter? I'm gonna ask one more time. I want you to shout yes or just go no, okay? Do you want to see my teleporter? Okay, I can hear you, okay. Right, I'm gonna show you my teleporter then. Let me call my teleporter in. Here we go, here's my teleporter, £5 I paid for it. I'm gonna go and try it, so maybe I'll see you in a little while. Okay, here we go. Whoa, where are we going? Simple, out the way.
What was that?
Where did Tim go?
I don't know, but
Who are these guys?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, my name's Matthew.
And I'm Eleanor. Oh, I heard that there's a new series or something called Blast Off, was it?
No way, that's so... I really... First though, before we get into anything, we should do an icebreaker.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Icebreaker. What should we... I've got it! We can do a dance-off!
Oh yeah.
Right, first dance move. I'm thinking I've trained a lot for this moment specifically. It's called the Rocket Racer.
Ooh. I like the sound of that.
Do you think you guys can do that too at home? Okay, let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Rocket Racer. Whoa. Oh, that's far too dizzy for me.
Me too. Oh, I have an idea. Let's try this one. It's called Reach for the Stars. Good job. You guys are great.
But can you pull off the hardest dance move at all?
Ooh.
I call it Space Robot. Beep boop bop boop bop.
I am a space robot.
Right, you guys try this. Ready, set, go!
I am a space robot.
Different from a normal robot because I am from space. You guys did that? That's crazy.
That was great, guys.
I think now we're ready for praise and worship.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So keep yourself standing up because we gotta sing together, we gotta dance together. Ready, set, go!
And you're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna let me down. No, Lord, you're never gonna let me down. I'm confident this morning. You're never gonna let. Hey, you're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna let me down. But you are God.
Wow, that was some amazing singing, guys. But don't sit down just yet. We've got an amazing game coming up for you. And it's called
Space Race! Get ready to fly all the way into outer space and avoid all of that space junk flying around.
Now, make a bit of space around you and copy what we do. Jump up,
Duck down,
lean right,
lean left, and clap to fire. I think you
Awesome.
guys are ready.
yeah.
Let's get into it.
Get ready to dodge all the space junk flying your way. Jump up, duck down, lean left, lean right, and clap to fire. Here we go. Well done, space crew.
Whoa, that was fun. I definitely won that one. Are you okay there? Anyway, let's now take a seat and get ready for today's Bible story. Is he okay?
Have you ever taken a guess at how many stars there are here in space? Well, something really cool about the stars is that they are a reminder that God keeps His promises. You see, a long time ago, our great, maybe even 100 times great-grandfather Abraham was a good man who owned lots of sheep and cattle. He lived with his wife Sarai, but they didn't have any children. One day, God promised Abraham that He was going to bless him by giving him a new land and a family that he would make great. Abraham believed God and knew that he could trust God's promise. Even though Abraham was 75 years old and the new land was far away, he loaded up every single thing he owned, including his wife and his nephew Lot, and they traveled until they came to the land that God was giving him. Many years later, Abraham was resting in his tent when God made another promise to him. He took Abraham out beneath the starry sky. "Look up at the stars in the sky," God said. "You will have a son. He will have children, and his children will have children, and they will have more children, and one day they will be as many as the stars in the sky." Abraham couldn't believe it and said, How can this be? I am old. But God had made a promise to Abraham. God promised Abraham that he would have children, and from him a great nation would come. God promised that they would live in the land that God had given them. And God promised that because of Abraham, all people on earth would be blessed. And God is a promise keeper. Abraham's family did grow during the time he lived on earth. Abraham's children were having children, and so on and so forth. And now here we are, years away, and God's promise to Abraham is still true. God's people who descended from Abraham are still alive today. And the stars that we see help us remember that God is a promise keeper. It's out of this world to think that we are still a part of Abraham's big family. The God who made a promise that was true in the past for Abraham is true in the present for us, and will even be true in the future, because God is a promise keeper.
We're learning today that God is a promise keeper, and he proved that to Abraham. What a great man in the Bible. You know, God said that you're going to have a son, Abraham. But Abraham, was really old. Very, very old. And I don't even know if he needed a walking stick. Probably. He was really old. He was that old that I don't even know he still had the strength to shower. Like, I don't shower often. I shower all the time. I shower 5 times a year. So, Abraham in the Bible was really old, and God had a promise. Can you imagine what was going through his head? Imagine, it's like, really? I'm old. I'm gonna have a baby. I'm like a great granddad by now if I had grandchildren, but I didn't. So it's very easy sometimes to read the Bible, read some great Bible stories and think, can Jesus really do this? Can God really do this for me and my family and my parents? I don't know. With the whole thing going around, this virus thing, can he really be bigger than this? It's because it's really sometimes maybe a little bit scary out there. Well, I'm here to tell you, Citygate Kids, that he absolutely can. If God's promised it, he will do it. Say it with me. Say, he will do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. He will do it. Because God is a promise keeper. And that's exactly what he did with Abraham. That even though he was really old, he still had a son. And guess what? His son had a son. And his son's son had a son, and then his son's had a son. And after that, his son had another son. So actually, and this is true, Abraham is like our great grandfather of our great grandfathers. Because he became the father of many nations. He didn't lose faith, he didn't doubt God, but instead he trusted in him. So I want to encourage you today that if God's promised something in your life and in your family, I want you to remember that he is a promise keeper and he will do it. So I want you to say this with me. I want you to say, God is a promise keeper. What we're going to do in action, when I say God is, I want you to point up, and when I say promise keeper, I want you to put both your hands like this, like you're hugging yourself, okay? To remind us that God is always there with us and keeping all his promises. So you ready? So we're going to point up and then we're going to hug ourselves. Here we go. We're going to say God is a promise keeper. All right, we'll do it together. You ready? Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. God is a promise keeper. One more time, a little bit faster. God is a promise keeper. A little faster. God is a promise keeper. God is a promise keeper. God is a promise keeper. That was so fun. So remember this week, God is a promise keeper. We really enjoyed our time with you today. But just before we end, I would like for us to say a quick prayer. And you can even say this with me if you like. So I want everybody to close your eyes wherever you are. And we're going to say a short prayer. Here we go. Close your eyes. You can repeat this after me. Dear God, thank you that you love me. Thank you that you are always true to your promises. Thank you, God, that you are always with us. In Jesus' name, amen. Awesome. Good job. Very good. Okay, so this is the end of Citygate Kids online service. We can't wait to see you again next Sunday. See you next week.